Hi friend, and welcome to my video. Today I'm going to show you how to enlarge your stamps. It's a very simple process, but it can be very useful when you like your own stamps, but you want them to be just a little bit bigger. So I'm going to show you how to do that. So here I have my basic mixed media paper. It's 114 pounds, and I'm going to be printing on that. So I just wanted to show you that. And then here I have some stamps that I really love. They're all from like the ocean. You could see the shells, you can see the turtle, and I have some butterflies. And I really love these stamps, but they're all very small. So I wanted to figure out a way to use them in a bigger capacity. So the first thing I'm going to do is stamp them on a piece of copy paper. And I'm going to make multiple stamps because, as you know, stamping can be kind of finicky. So you want to try to get the best possible stamp that you can. It really helps to start out with a ink pad that is really wet so that the whole stamp gets really saturated. So I'm just kind of stamping a bunch of images, trying to see which ones work out. If your stamps are a little older, they may have some kind of blurred edges. So you just want to experiment and see which stamps will come out pretty clear. So this is my under the sea motif that I'm using, but you can use any stamp. And it doesn't matter what size. This trick will work for all stamps, especially this little one. So now that I have my imprints, what I'm going to do is take a picture of them with my cell phone because what I'm going to do is send them to myself. So anything that you can take a picture with that you can send to yourself on your computer, you can use. Doesn't necessarily have to be your cell phone. So now that I sent the pictures to myself, you can see them right there in my computer. I am opening up a Google Doc and I'm just pasting them right in there. So you can see the butterfly one. And what I'm going to do is just edit it so that it's as clear as it can get. It's not real fancy editing, just cropping it so that the actual picture is by itself, and also maybe bumping up the brightness so that it's a little more clear on the paper. You can kind of see a little bit of a gray haze there. So I'm just bumping up the contrast so that the black is very pronounced, and then also bumping up the brightness. And then I crop it here just so that the best one that I'm going to use is by itself. Because then you can do multiple images on the same page when you print them out rather than printing out all these ones that you don't want. And then I'm just centering it on the page because I know I'm using a smaller page, a smaller piece of paper than my printer is used to. I'm using I think it's 7 by 10, and my normal printer paper is 8.5 by 11. So now I'm going to my printer menu and I'm just going to put the paper in the printer before I press OK. So here's my heavier page mixed media paper, the 114 pound. I'm just putting it in there, pressing OK because it's going to adjust for the different size paper. And then go back and say OK on the computer. So there it is. It does have a little bit of a gray haze on the bottom, and you can kind of fix that with contrast and brightness. But once I printed it out, it didn't really, when I cut it out and colored it, it didn't really make a difference to me. So you can do this little trick with any stamp that you have and make one of the stamps that are small into a larger image. Pretty cool. And you can see the difference there. And you can use any paper that you prefer. I just chose this because I knew it would work in my printer. So you can experiment and have fun with them. And there it is, colored with Pip pens and some alcohol markers. So thanks so much for following along today. If you enjoyed this DIY video, I'm going to include some more right here for you and hope you join me again.